says I'm not doing that. My foot is still nowhere near the pedals. It's turning in. Imagine if the British had built this. Ah, well, we didn't get it quite right. That's what happened there. We just missed that little bit there. This is really designed for, you know, posers, people who've got carpet warehouses in Huddersfield who just want to show off to the mates at golf club. Hey, I've got one of them gearboxes like Michael Schumacher. One of the things that drives me up the wall here in England is every time I go into a petrol station in a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, somebody always walks up to me and goes, I've got a Mondeo, it's as fast as that. And you just think, you haven't. And then they go, I have, because I've had it tuned.
Oh God, that doesn't sound right.
The sound of Britain in the 60s. Ding, 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 ding. Made in the Midlands with pride. We've really put this together very nicely, we have, very nice. Blue job with our A-type, we have.
This render that they put on everything is like a sort of batter for houses, isn't it?
Batter? I've battered my house. Because we must now find out how fast let's see if I can still pronounce it properly, the Cozza.
Yeah, he's still got it. That's it, yeah.
The Cozza, you know what I mean, the Cozza. Let's see how fast it goes around the Ebola-drome. At number 8, that technological tour de force, the Nissan Skyline GTR. It's an extraordinary car. It's nearly as extraordinary, in fact, as the car I've put at number 7, the Cozza. David Plow, it doesn't work.
Oh, yeah, as in snowplow. No.
Well, that would work in Birmingham, wouldn't it?
I'll get the snowplow out.
Snowplow out.
All right, we'll call this David Plowy then. He had one that, and he was just about BMW leaving, you know, the day of. We have tried and we have failed with you people.
Shut
up. Shut up, mate. Take care, be good, thanks for coming. Right. Break out that V8, get the supercharger, get the nitrous, we'll get something going here.
Finally get it started.
They had that lot, all those cars they've done. The ZTs and the ZRs and the ZSs. Sure enough, it's a Vauxhall Astra with a big diesel sign over there. And now we're chasing this BMX bike up the A34. Oh, this is getting around the world. They're going to laugh at us.
What worries me about this?
People from Birmingham are always saying, it's the Venice of the North, this. Like Venetians always say, we live in the Birmingham of the South.
Canals are just for moving coal around. I don't want to do that either. I'm from Birmingham, I don't ski, and I don't do boats. End of.
I'm just thinking of the idea of Roma launching something. It's T-minus 6 seconds. T? Someone say T? No, we're going to go into space. Just it's 3:30 now, we're knocking off, mate. We'll do the launch in the morning. Anyway... It's like, I don't know how much they spend developing it, 5 million quid maybe, whatever. If they'd have just spent another 50p on the interior.
It's a case of a heap of the tar.
It is a heap of the tar. Almost wrecking it by that sort of, oh, well, you know, that'll do, that'll be all right, it's better than my ass. Now, the Jaguar engineer said, yeah, we've got something very similar at our factory. We take a car off the line at random, we put a cat in it, we close the door, and we know the car's been built properly if when we come back in the morning, the cat hasn't escaped. That is, true story. Yeah, true story. You can't have him going, oh, you asked me to blow the bloody doors off.
That'll never work.
The other thing about the Italian job is, you know, when it ends and the bus is sort of teetering on the brink of disaster, and then Michael goes, I've got a great idea.
Yeah.
If it's an American, it won't be a great idea, will it?
No, that's true.
Got a bit of poke, though. Got a bit of poke. And a chromed sports air filter, which I told my mates, that gives extra 40 horsepower, that doesn't it? Really. But I told all my mates it did.
Do you know what you did there?
What? You know people in Sheffield nightclubs that are always egging their mates on to have a fight?
Well, yes.
Every one of the pit garages should have one of those. Hey, you'll see that Alonso. You were looking at your pit board. He spilt your practice like, what are you going to do? You can't do nothing. It'd be brilliant. And don't buy that car because the gearbox doesn't work. I'd love to ring a dealer up and say, this gearbox. Dunno, mate.
No,
that works.
Is it an automatic or a manual?
It's witchcraft, that's what it is. This is designed to run with a petrol-natural gas hybrid engine and will be on the streets of London this time next year. I had that Captain Kirk in the back of the cab last week. And can it understand people from Birmingham?
You can speak to it in any language you like.
Even Birmingham?
Even Birmingham.
Really? Target Foxtrot. It doesn't, it's not doing anything.
That's because you haven't trained it in your Birmingham accent.
Oh, I see, you have to teach it Birmingham.
You load your voice into this aeroplane every time you fly.
Really? So a pilot pushes his cassette in, and then it learns to speak Birmingham?
Yep.
Oh! I'll tell you what I think is funny, though. Can you imagine the British police trying to do Beat the Meat?
Oh.
Heat.
It is heat.
You could go, right, I've tuned up the yesterdays. I'll get 120 out of it down the straight there. Who wants to take me on?
What a spectacle.
But anyway...
No, it's like a northern Goodwood Festival of Speed.
So a good one with pies and gravy.
No, anyway.
Hello, my name's Budley Salterton, and I've got a Bentley Continental GT.
Let me just demonstrate the problem you have with this car, OK? So rich, right, imagine we're at the Harvester now, OK?
Go there a lot.
So rich, what are you driving now?
Passat.
A Passat?
No, but it's a CC.
See right
which
there,
looks
the
like
no
a-
but.
Yeah.
So here goes Toots Stig on one timed lap. Toots Stig now exiting the box, heading back down. With James having doubled Toots Stig's lap time, I was feeling confident. We asked Toot Yorkshire Stig to test it for us.
But Evo.
No, an Evo, it's a car driven by people who look like this. When you say to them, what do you drive? They say, got an Evo. Evo.
Evo.
Yeah, that's it. You could have one, actually. You're very good at that. And it has to understand every accent in all of Britain. So it's or Ockeye the new, and it's just all right, pet. And it just can't cope. So this is North Yorkshire. It's NYPD. Wow, actually, it's the NYPD. That would be a brilliant police drama, right, Constable? I've had the chief constable on. He's chewed my ass. The mayor's chewed his ass. Now I'm going to chew your ass. We've got these lads that do it, well, chavs, they're doing like wheel screechers. And you've got 48 hours to solve it, or I'll have your badge in your truncheon. Anyway. And it'll sell all the stories of what you got up to in it. And it'll have a Scouse starter motor. Mind you, it'll probably come with 2 flats in Bristol, so that's all right. Called up Rover, said, can we borrow one? Nothing unusual in that. You phone Porsche.
Ferrari, anybody. They just give you a car, you
absolutely. We'll bring it round tomorrow. Phoned up Rover. We're not lending that to you, matey.
Yeah. Seriously? That's what they
Not
said.
until hell freezes over, you're not driving one of them, and that's that.
And that can...
You short-ass little Birmingham faddy, stupid. I've never been abroad and I don't like it, and I'm with my piano-playing idiotic friend.
Come on, cheer up, we're nearly there.
There's no looking after the fuel consumption. There are no stewards with moustaches going, oh, now, you've bumped into him, you've got to spend 10 seconds on the naughty step. I'll tell you what Formula One is. Formula One is like having some money and putting it in an ISA so that it matures in a tax-free way. Because it's only recently they've started making cars. Oh, right, you want them to last and work? Oh, we never thought of that before. But they are quite reliable now.
You and your accent's very impressive.
Well, you know...
Is that Australian?
Anyway. Oh, well, Mum, I've just been to the post office. They've got a new stamp out. You're a Scottish person who actually still lives in Scotland. Is that right?
Yes, I do.
Because you're not like Connery and all the other ones who live in the Bahamas and go, I love Scotland. I love it so much. I live in Monaco. That was a Scottish accent, by the way.
That was terrible.
It was dreadful, I agree. Why do you think, everybody, Reliance was so popular at North?
A lot of miners used them.
Yeah, but why? Because they were more expensive than Minis. When I were a lad round here, old rich people, them just could afford 4 wheels on the car. They all had larders. Lardy-dars, we called them. You didn't want to hit one of them, I tell you that for no. They were built like tanks. This, however, is their latest creation. Plainly, they wanted to give it a name which
conjured up an image of aggression and anger, but unfortunately the job of naming it was given to someone from Birmingham, so it's ended up being called the Furoi.
It combines absolute cutting-edge technology with proper, traditional, old-fashioned craftsmanship.
When you say old-fashioned, mate, I got in yours the other day. Couldn't help noticing there was a wooden beam running down the roof.
Yes, it does have a beamed ceiling. It does.
Right, and when you open up the handbook, does it go, hear ye, hear ye? What do we think of this car?
Even remember its name. It's not, as you might think, a Ford Escort RS Cosworth. It's a Cosworth. And there's a special way of saying that. Don't move your lips, and then at the end, leave your mouth open, okay? Let's practice that. Cosworth. I've got a Cosworth.
I have more of a beef with police car sirens.
Too loud.
Oh, massively
Yes.
too loud. Idiot. I think I live in a police siren testing area. At 4 o'clock every morning, oh, Sarge, can I borrow the diesel ashtray? Go make sure the siren works. Oh, yeah, go to Holland Park. And bring the fire brigade and the ambulances. They roar up and down.
Are you two seriously suggesting that emergency sirens are too loud?
They are.
Yes.
Always used to say that British Leyland never got continuity and would take the cars away at the end of a shoot and then just send a completely
different car.
Yeah, completely different. No, you see, Purdy's got a yellow TR7 and you've sent a blue Dolomite Sprint. I'm sorry, but that's all we've got in the garage at the moment.
Just extraordinary. For some reason, they just...
It was time to move on.
You opened door one.
Open my door. The door's still there. It's come back to Longbridge.
It's on strike.
Let me ask you a simple question. A few years from now, okay, you've got 2 daughters.
I have.
Some spotty oik turns up at your house on a PQRSZ double T, okay? I've come to take your Izzy out. What are you going to do? There's 4 new teams joining in, okay? One of them, Manor Grand Prix, is based in Sheffield. How glamorous is that? Oh, yeah.
Strictly speaking, it's actually between Sheffield and Rotherham.
Well, if we're going to be specific and pedantic, it's between Sheffield, Rotherham and Worksop in a place called Dinnington, which I know well. And it's exactly like Monte Carlo, apart from in every single detail.
You take the shine off it a bit, innit? I can't wait to see their new car.
Oh.
Don't know why you bother with all that carbon fibre. I made mine out of steel.
Stainless steel. I'll tell you what, if that Fernando Alonso twats into our car, his Ferrari will be buggered. I'll tell you that for no.
Funny, my dad worked in pit, and now I've got a job in pit.
They're replacing Toyota, and they've signed Emo Glock, who presumably is currently learning why it's important to punch anyone who looks at him funny. Is anyone from Sheffield? Are you? Whereabouts? You're from Sheffield? This is honestly, because I'm just thinking, they're using Cosworth engines, or I should say Sheffield, Cosworth.
Cosy.
No, Cosworth. You've got to like have a stroke halfway through the word. Cosworth.
So your face sort of falls. Cosworth. Your face falls off.
Yes, just go on. Can we just practice? Can we just, you're from Sheffield, just practice it, just show us.
How'd you say it?
Cosworth.
There you go.